folks. Thanks for tuning in. Quick video here on kayak fishing safety. I was watching this video, great channel by the way, Spilt Milk Productions, and he's basically determining how effective waders are when you're fishing in cold water. So he goes through two scenarios. One, he's got his waders on, cinched up at the waist, at the ankles, wearing a paddling jacket, cinched at the wrist, the neck, and he flips his kayak. And very little water comes in. He's able to re-enter his kayak without an issue. But he also does scenario two, which is basically wearing the same thing, but he doesn't cinch anything. So when he flips his kayak and gets in the water, there's a substantial amount of water that's come in, and this is cold water. But the reason I wanted to make this video is I noticed something when he was trying to re-enter his kayak in scenario two, where he's basically got tons of water in his waders underneath his paddling jacket. His base layers are soaked. And so we'll just get right into it. He flips his kayak here. And again, this is where nothing's cinched, so water is getting in.
Oh, I'm really struggling to get...
All right, I'm going to pause it here. A couple things. As you can notice, look at where his arm is, his right arm. It's extended on the handle furthest away from him. Okay, that's the first attempt. This is unsuccessful, and I think this is important. Another thing, look at the bottom right-hand quarter. Do you see that? What that is? That's his paddle. Now, he's in a pedal kayak, so shouldn't be an issue, but just keep that in mind. If you're in a paddle-only kayak, you need to make sure your paddle, one, floats, or you have some means where it's attached to the kayak. Because even if you're able to reboard your kayak, if you're out there by yourself, you're in a bad situation if you have no means to move that kayak.
Oh.
Okay, so he extended his arm out, tried to get on. The kayak almost flips back over. You can tell he's exhausted even though he's only been in the water a minute. Okay, I think some of that is just, from filming scenario one as well, but I think some of that is also the cold water completely engulfing him, all his clothes. And they talk about that gasp, right, where it's hard to breathe when you hit that water, you're fatigued, and by the time you're able to catch your breath, you've been in the water for a substantial amount of time. But the second way he's trying to board his kayak, look at where his hands are. Okay, they're closest to him. They're grabbing that handle near him. And so what he's going to try to do, instead of before extending that arm out and pulling, this way he's able to push. And you're able to get a lot more leverage. And watch how simple it is when he's able to board the kayak this time.
Okay. Whew. Oh, I made the mistake of not getting my paddle clipped. That's a common one.
So that's what I wanted to point out. When I re-enter the kayak, I've only done it with that arm extended. But I've never tried this method, but it seems like from this video, it's a lot easier, especially with a heavy kayak. I think this is the 120 PDL. Anyhow, I hope this helps. Everyone stay safe out there, and thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care, everyone.